We should do a compilation video of the first half of the season's podcast, like some funny clips
Just
too.
Mambo barking in the back.
I forgot about that one.
Oh, that was the first one I was ever at, and that shit was so funny.
He was being good the whole podcast too. And then
Man, throwback
he
to
was
the.
louder than Burb.
he was
He was louder than Burb.
Never thought I'd ever say that, but here we are.
We were talking about something too at that point where it was like it kind of made sense for Mambo to be like, woo. I forget. I think we were talking about Tesho. It may not have been, but
was that not
Sounds familiar.
when the lady said hello, or was that a different
it
episode?
was a different episode. Because that was like right before we started going in the mornings to record these.
Oh,
That's
that was
right.
oh,
That
that
was
was
so
so
Showing up here at
7 sharp.
6:30 in the morning, start recording 7 a.m.
This dude didn't even fucking sleep half the time.
Him and me both. I'm not gonna lie. He did it on his own accord because he had to get the editing done and stuff like that. But
It's been a life.
hey, shout out to the first half of OC Fan TV podcast, huh? The first half of the season.
Been fun so far.
Those are mine. I just threw them down.
All right. Yeah, it's been a good first half of the season ever doing the podcast.
It's a year and a half now of doing the OC Fan TV stuff in general.
Used to just be posting on Instagram before and after the game, but now we've moved to talking to you guys after the game. That's pretty fun.
And hosting watch parties,
Yeah, we get to sit here and
interacting
shit.
with other podcasts from other teams. Who would have thought that night that we all sat there at that ale house, drunk as shit already, with the pitchers sitting there and just being like, you know what? We should do this. Like, we should be the ones to do this. And then here we are, yeah. Hey.
It always sounds like a good idea until it just never ends up happening.
So, Ale House, if you're listening and you want a corporate sponsorship, we're here for it.
Yeah.
100%.
It was bad. Like, it was at least 2 times a week that we were there.
Was that?
Yeah.
Did that happen?
That was for soccer season that we were there.
That was a thing, and then we would go for Orlando City games. But
Yep.
was that same night that we decided to do this? Was that the night that Will fell asleep at the table?
Yes, yes, yeah.
That was fantastic. And he paid for everybody.
He paid for all of us. I convinced
Oh,
him.
man. Yes, he paid for everybody. And then, dude, we used to go to Harry Buffalo before the games
Yeah.
and do the entire pitcher of beer before walking
10
into
minutes. That was stupid.
Yeah, until they got rid of it. R.I.P.
Harry Buffalo's got to fix some things, but
That's another sponsor
That's
right
for
there.
that's for another time, another place. But just reminiscing now. Hey,
it's been a good first half. Hopefully we can keep that momentum going, especially going into the midway point of this week on Wednesday. We play Nashville at home in the Open Cup. It's go big or go home at this point. We got Nashville, and then if we win, we got the Red Bulls at home. 2 teams that we can't really seem to beat. Do you think that we can come out with a win against a team that we haven't really been able to beat consistently?
I think we can if we change the way we look to play against them,
mindset.
because they seem to have Oscar figured out right now.
I mean, it's not hard to figure out our game. It's just going out there and actually stopping it is a different story. You know what I mean? Like, you can break down any team across any league and see the style in which they play. I mean, I know I do it week in and week out when we're doing the previews and stuff like that. I'll sit there and watch 3 or 4 games. And, you know, we watched the Austin game. We watched the Toronto game, was it, or whatever. And literally I was calling the shots to you guys. You know what I mean? You could figure it out. It's just whether or not you actually can stop it. Whether or not you're going to stop Juan from getting up the field. Whether or not you're going to stop Mauricio from making those creative passes and stringing the balls together and stuff like that. It's pause.
Yeah.
I saw you smile, and I was going to say it before anybody else did. But yeah, I mean, I think we can. We definitely can. We have the quality out there in a lot of places to be able to do so. It's just whether or not we can do it.
Does Oscar change things tactically for this game? Because we haven't really seen him change anything.
I don't think we need to change things tactically, personally. I think we need a mentality change, realistically, is what we need to do. We can't step off the gas. You know what I mean? We always look our worst when we decide we're going to sit. If we were to just stay aggressive and keep searching for another goal, I feel like that's when we're at our best. But the second that we're like, we're just going to, all right, we're in a draw, we're going to sit back and sit these last 10 minutes and get to that's when we concede. You know what I mean? Like,
you got lucky against Houston.
Right.
That could have been easily 2-2.
I was just saying, it's because it just comes from a place of complacency
Yeah.
where you're fine with being up 1-0, and then, Nashville will end up,
Mukhtar will dribble through everybody.
Yeah, they'll start, putting on the pressure, and then that's when we start to crumble.
Yeah.
And then that's when we concede. Like we saw it last week against Houston. Right after we scored, after Carr got his second, not even 2 minutes later?
Like a minute 40 seconds or something.
Yeah.
2 minutes later, we already concede. Like that kind of shit can't happen against Nashville.
No, it's like I said, I don't think personally it's a tactic change because we do play a very good style of football, I do have to say. We're aggressive, offensive when we want to be. We're exciting to watch. We're a fast-paced team. We play good football. It's just a mindset thing, a mentality thing.
That just reminded me, you were saying that we're excited and we're fun to watch. I saw this week in MLS, that page on Instagram. There was an ESPN article that Nashville as the least exciting team in MLS to watch.
Yeah, I remember seeing that article.
Chicago not exist.
And they compared them to what are they called? Mitch's team, bro.
Oh, Wolves.
Wolves. I don't know how that escaped my mind, but yeah.
Hey, everybody forgets
Just
about
forget
Wolves.
about them.
Yeah, everybody
They
forgets.
play against you and fucking win.
Well, that's just a
Portuguese
United thing. That's just a United problem, I'd have to say. But, back to them.
So fuck you for that. So I think it was Nashville's they lost to Houston 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
We beat Houston 2-1. I'm about to look at their lineup, see if anything's
I was going to say, though.
Houston had a red card in the 35th minute, but they went up 1-0 in the 16th. They then scored again in the 53rd. So they went a man down. Let's see, what was possession? Nashville has 62% possession. Houston chilling with, obviously.
Was this at Nashville?
This is in Houston.
Oh, heard.
But Houston had 1.74 expected goals. Nashville with 1.4. Nashville 4 more shots and almost 200 more passes. But Houston was probably sat back and just defended for their life. But the fact that they were still able to win 2-0 shows that there are flaws in Nashville's game. So if we are able to expose those, then maybe you can say this is the game that we just need to sit back and absorb pressure and then try to play on the break, kind of like what we did against the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
We did that well, but I feel like Nashville going forward is so much better. So could we get away with maybe just sitting back or what?
I don't think so, because that's exactly how Nashville plays. They're the team that likes to sit back, absorb, and counter. So I don't think they're gonna try to have much of the ball, especially at home, coming into Orlando.
That's the thing, though, is that they played the first half of their season on the road because of the new stadium being built. So they are a very solid road team. They know how to win games on the road. They showed that early in the season when they played 8 straight on the road, and they were in the top teams. They were in a playoff spot, I believe, throughout that entire process. They were in a playoff spot, and now they're playing back at home. So they're a very solid road team, and like you said, they like to sit, absorb pressure, and they look for players to get out of position. And we know that our team we're fluid. Players like to move around across the front line. Players across the back line like to move around and shift, i.e. Juan getting literally all the way up the pitch and expecting some. So that's where we're going to have to hold our heads, I feel like, and be disciplined and know where we need to be when things like that happen. We can't fall asleep in the midfield when we have to cover that wing because Juan's way up the field. We can't let people cross our face, right at the top of the box, stuff like that. It's going to happen.
Thoughts on
all the above?
No.
Oh,
All right.
Been a long day.
Yeah. Nashville always been a tough team for us to play against. I'm trying to get to our head-to-head to see what the record is. We have a win. They have 2 wins. We have 4 draws. I'm pretty sure. No, I did not lie. First game we played, we won 3-1. That was our first year in the league, so kind of expected as an expansion team. We then went on to draw, and we've kind of traded. We haven't won since.
Yeah, we haven't won since
2020 because we only have the 1 win. That makes sense.
We haven't lost other than that playoff and that one other loss to them.
We drew.
Everything
3
else has been a
times in
draw
row up until the playoff game last year where we lost.
I do
3-1.
remember late in the season. I think it was 2020 or 2021 where we got bullshitted out of a win
Don't
when
bring
Benji
that up.
scored that last
Yeah.
minute.
Please, dear God.
I forgot which year it was, but I know for a fact.
I remember. I remember what you're talking. I think it was COVID year coming back to the stadium.
That was
2020.
2021. It was literally last season.
Let's see.
It was last season.
It was?
Yeah, VAR decision.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
this
fucking
was
pitiful.
October 31st, 2021.
Because Pato
So, like,
came
right
back.
at
That was
end of the
that was
season.
Yeah.
Halloween
Yeah.
because it was spooky ass call. What was it?
That's a
Alan
bean.
Chapman again?
That's a bean.
No, that's just a terrible joke.
All in favor?
Bean.
That's so racist.
What?
You're red. I'm white.
Hey.
You're right.
Dave's classified as white when he's in here with all 3 of us.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking a beat for that. We should have won that game easily.
We deserved to win that
Dude.
game, too.
We did
It's
win
not
that
even
game.
like it was a questionable. We deserved to win that game. We got stripped of it.
Yeah. Nashville's one of those teams that always play a good game against us. You know what I mean? Like, you see it with Brighton and Chelsea. You know what I mean? We see it with Crystal Palace and Arsenal. There's teams that always play good games against Europe, and Nashville is that team, just like Cincinnati is that team, too.
This year, yeah.
This year,
I would have went Red Bulls.
Red Bulls, another team. We're facing 2 teams that we can't consistently beat because they always come out for opposite reasons. Red Bulls is just in your face the entire game, and we can't cope with that. And we can't cope with teams that sit back and pick their passes and exploit. So opposite ends of the spectrum, and they always play good games against us, man.
Gonna ask you for thoughts again. Keep you on your toes.
We just have to fucking be clinical with our striking on Wednesday. We cannot be wasting as many chances as we do normally.
All right, there we go. That's brings up another question. Who starts at striker?
Pato and Cara.
Playing 2 up top.
Yep.
So what are you?
I'll
go
get to
4-4-2?
I'll get to it later. And
Alright.
our
Yeah.
predicted starting lineups.
Oh, we're doing
No
that.
2 up front for you?
No.
Shaking your head?
No. I don't like it. With us, we don't play well. I don't care if it's a back 3, back 5, back 4. The 2 up top does not look good for me.
When's the last time we played 2 up top though?
Preseason versus
Preseason.
Dallas.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we played it in the regular
Yeah,
season.
we played like
Some point.
one of the first.
Yeah, one of the
played
first
Pato
3.
and
Yeah,
Cara.
Pato and Cara up top, and they looked pitiful.
Well,
But that's my personal opinion. And I'm not taking anything away from you. I start Pato in that spot, yes.
You?
I want to start Pato, but something's just in me. Like, he doesn't really play that well, in my opinion. And I think Cara gives us the best chance at being competitive against Nashville.
Yeah. I think it depends on how we play. Carr is good in the box, so if you have a lot of possession and are putting crosses in consistently, you want it to be Cara. But Pato is way more creative outside of the box. He can find passes. He'll take shots. We've seen him cut in and take shots.
He is, but there's also times in the game where he's really sloppy and wasteful with some of his
Yeah.
passes.
And there's
touches.
times when Cara is completely uninterested in playing football.
He had 14
That's fair,
touches.
so
I think it was last
It's
match.
kind of like the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, you're picking, like you said, it's how do you want to see us attack this team?
So would it be bad if we're going to come out with high energy and press and run? Would it be bad to start Tesho,
no.
take him off at half, and then bring in
It's
one
like
of
a
the-
natural habit,
That's
like
fair.
instinct.
No, I was expecting
don't know.
someone to be mad.
I almost said it.
if that's how we want to come out and be high energy.
Is Benji healthy? Quick question. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah,
he came on
played.
last game. He's been healthy for a minute, I think. Yeah, if him and Mo can press, and then we have the guys getting up wide, because Facundo likes to do whatever he does. I don't see that as being a bad option.
So my thing with saying Pato is, like you said, he's the more creative player. He can link up with players in the midfield better, even the wingers. I would like to see us press, but with more of a chasing look like you see Liverpool do, rather than just being in your face, just closing out and making the field small for people. Not being in your face and forcing you one direction. I think we play Benji or Mulroney out on that left wing spot, play Facundo out on the right wing, allow Pato to play a false nine-esque role where he's not the guy in the box. Our wingers are going to be the ones cutting in and making those.
You're getting too tactical.
I think that's what we do with him. Pato likes to sit higher up in the box. When he plays, he likes to sit higher up in the box. He's not that guy. So that's how we play already with him in there. Our wingers like to. Facundo always likes to cut in when he's on that right side. Benji always likes to cut in when he gets down. I mean, he will take the ball up to the end of the box, but Benji's always looking to take somebody on, I feel like. So
he's unpredictable because, I feel like sometimes he doesn't even know which way he wants to go. He just lets his touch take him.
So I'd say playing Mulroney there or Benji at that spot, letting Facundo play that right winger, because I do like him over there, and Pato being able to play that false nine-esque.
So in a 4-3-3? Or
4-2-3-1. Our normal formation.
So then you're going to clog up the middle, though. If Pato sits in and then Mo's right there and Facundo comes in, we're going to be clogged in the middle again.
Because, you say Facundo he likes to cut in, but he also drops in the middle so often.
It's
he roams there.
Yeah, he just starts in the middle. That's the only thing I don't like, because then we don't have, Ruan gets up, so that's the tactic there on the right.
Right.
But then the middle is just clogged sometimes, and you can't move.
It is, but I don't think we're going to have a lot of opportunities for those balls in the box that are like the Cara finishes. You know what I mean? Those typical number 9 where you're 9 yards out, you're getting a cross in and stuff like that. I feel like our opportunities are going to come from a little bit more range. So because they sit, they're compact. You know what I mean? So I know what you're saying about him sitting, but that's just how Pato plays already. We've seen it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this is him going to drop in all the way. He's not going to lead the line in the attack. That's going to be our wingers with him in there. That's all I mean by that. He's going to receive, hold up the play, and then look to feed to somebody else.
Yeah, I kind of had a bit of worry when you said our chances are going to. I don't know if you said our chances are going to come from distance, but maybe a little bit farther out. But we tend not to shoot.
No, exactly. I know.
So we're either going to have to.
And that's why we don't
shoot, or
it's why we don't play well against Nashville. You know what I mean? They sit, they're compact, and they don't give up those easy through ball to Cara from the.
Then is it bad if we try to play more width and whipping it in and start Cara?
We could try, but I just don't feel that suits our.
Then you got to play against Walker Zimmerman, and he's one of the best, if not
aerial
best
defenders in the league.
So,
and Juan is not a clinical crosser.
No.
And putting Facundo out there to do that takes him away from doing something in the box.
Yeah.
Putting Mulroney out there, he's not really a right winger. He can play there, but he's, so that's where I think we're going to have to shoot is from the top of the 18.
Well, Oscar's got some tactics to figure out because it's not our job to finalize the tactics for the team. You said you wanted to play 2 up top, so why don't we get into formations?
I'm interested in this.
Starting with Bryce.
Okay, well, my mind's been going back and forth now. But I want to. No, I know.
Right.
I know. So I want to play the 4-4-2 diamond. I want to have
4-2 diamond.
4-4-2.
4-4-2 diamond.
6 players on the field.
Idiot.
Might as well at this point.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed the first or second.
That's on
you. Is Matinho healthy, or do we not know?
I'll look for it, but I do not know yet.
I was going to say, I haven't heard him being ruled out, but I haven't heard anything saying that he is. So start with the right.
All right, so obviously I'm going to have Galais in goal. We're getting to the stretch of the cup where you want to have your number one goalkeeper in there. I'm going to have Juan outright, Janssen, Antonio Carlos. I can see him maybe not starting because he's just getting back into the team.
Yeah.
But I would love to. I just want him back already.
Just throw him in.
Just throw him in, baby. Just get it going.
Wait, what I missed?
He said Antonio.
Antonio.
I know. I don't
Second
want
game
to,
back.
but I want to.
I get what you're saying. You want to see him
want
out
that
there.
so
You
bad.
want to see him out
He's
there.
a fucking warrior. Like,
I
if there's
know.
anyone that could come back 2 games in and start, it's him.
Yeah. If not, Schlegel, obviously. And then it's either Martinho or Kyle Smith out on the left. Ideally, it'll be Martinho, but if he's not healthy, then Kyle Smith. Just slot him out there.
I'm trying to find it, but club doesn't like to tell us.
Yeah, typical with the injury.
I want Araujo sitting right above that line
Araujo.
in that lone number 6 role. I think he can do it. I don't know.
Sorry,
He's just that type of player where I could feel safe just putting him back there alone.
Can you go through? Just name your 11 again, because I was looking at this. I didn't hear it.
Goodness.
Oh my word! You just have to say the
gracious.
names.
Galese,
Yeah.
Martinho
Oh, you
Smith,
started Carlos. Yeah.
Carlos
Back
or
to-
Schlegel. Then
Carlos or Schlegel.
Yes.
Yeah. Janssen and Carlos or
Janssen
Schlegel.
and Juan. And then Araujo at the number 6.
Yeah.
Moreni out on the left mid.
Yeah.
Mauricio up top. Number 10.
Okay.
And then Facundo out right. And then Cara and Pato up top.
4-1-3-2.
Basically.
4-1-3-2.
That's a
I want
4-1-3-2.
the fucking diamond. out.
Oh. What?
I just said 4-4-2 diamond.
I'm
So
sorry. I was trying to figure out. If
it's
you wanted
it's
something.
really a 4-1-2-1-2.
No, it's a 4-4-2 diamond, motherfucker.
God.
This is his FIFA terms.
This is. Yeah.
Have
I mean, no, it kind of
instructions.
It is, but
But it's a wide 4-1-2-1-2.
It's a fucking diamond.
All right.
This isn't going to go anywhere.
No, it's a fucking diamond.
All right. Give me a competent formation.
Fuck y'all.
I didn't say anything.
sticking with the traditional 4-2-3-1 that we always do. Galais angle, because what's his name? Mason. He's had his jaw surgery too, so he's not even going to be an option.
I think we're getting to the
What
point
happened to
where
Adam?
I would,
Is he
but
still here?
Mason's been solid for us in the cup. You know what
he's
I
still
mean?
here, yeah.
He is, but like, I want to see him hit the field at some point.
Well, that would have been the very early rounds of the Open Cup, but we've kind of surpassed that point, and we're at the point now where we're playing or starting
You should.
11 in the Open Cup.
You should be.
But also, don't underestimate Adam Grinwis in a U.S. Open Cup match.
Yeah,
And Mason now too. I mean, that guy has made some saves.
got some decent keepers.
So yeah, Juan, Janssen, Schlegel in the middle. I mean, yes, of course, I want Antonio back, but I don't want to rush it and then end up losing him for a much longer period of time.
I was surprised to see him come on at halftime.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But they could be prepping him to come in this game, but I hope not.
Mm-hmm.
Moutinho out left. If he's not healthy, Kyle Smith, Caesar, and Sebas in the midfield. We're going to do Moreni out left, Mo, and then Facundo, and then Pato up top.
No Urso.
Urso is not in my squad until he can learn to finish his opportunities. I'm going to give that to somebody else.
I'd love to actually see
Somebody else needs to get that opportunity, and I think Sebas is not that guy that's technically known to shoot, but also Sebas has scored a banger, and Urso has not.
But he actually shoots from outside. There was a game he picked up the ball at like the halfway line, and I just yelled shoot, ironically. But it's because he can actually put good shots on frame.
Well, we all remember the Montreal goal he scored. So
I can't remember what game it was this year, but he had one that almost found the top right corner near the away end, and then had another curler that was low and almost really nicked the outside of the post or something.
based on how I see that Nashville's going to play us, we're going to need somebody that's willing to shoot from outside the box like him.
He's just a menace too. So, It works. I'm going also 4-2-3-1. I guess it's just kind of made its way into my preferred. When we post our lineups, I go like 3-5-2 sometimes or whatever. But realistically, it's going to be a 4-2-3-1. Normal, if Joao's healthy, Joao out left. If not, we'll go Kyle Smith out left. Then
Wait, pause. Who were you debating between?
That's my question.
I don't know. It wasn't who. It was what formation. Actually, I was about to change it up.
You think
yeah,
if
Joao
Joao
wasn't
doesn't
healthy.
start, we switch
Got
it
you.
up?
Yeah, I don't know. And
It's not a
guess
bad
we'll have to
shout.
find out.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Then center back, Janssen. Then Schlegel or Antonio.
Schlager.
Hey, y'all, go get him, Slager. Dadgummit. Damn, suspended again. Fucking Schlager.
That sounds like Coach Ziegler, bro.
I was gonna say. Remember, your ass is grass and I'm a mole with my mouth. Jacoby was like, "What'd you say to me?" Oh, shout out Phil Ziegler, man.
Wow.
Shout out Phil Ziegler.
You need to go step outside.
I got him as he was drinking the Arizona too, I think, right? I will never forget that day.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Shout out Jacoby too.
I'm just going to wait until you stop coughing. 'Cause that was enough time of him sitting there coughing. Enough time of him sitting there coughing where I can just clip that. And then just sit there. That's the next TikTok. It was Schlegel, so I was going in between.
Schlegel and Antonio. Oh, scuffed.
Back.
And you know what? We still didn't do that at the beginning.
No, we
either.
You just did it for me, so it works. Oh, you're back in time to hear the rest of my lineup.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. So Joao if he's healthy. If not, Kyle Smith left back. Janssen left center back. Schlegel or Antonio right center back. Ruan right back. Galese and goal, obviously. The two DMs are going to be Mendez and Araujo. I've been on getting the Sabos back in the starting 11 train for a while. Hopefully it happens this match. Urso needs some rest. 1, because he can't finish. 2, because he needs some rest. Then left mid. We're going to start Benji. Jake Morini will come on later. Then Cam, Maurice. What's going on with him?
He's good now. He's
good.
fully in training. He's good.
All right. Oh, yeah, it was just like health protocols, right? Yeah.
Some.
I saw today he was fully in training, though.
So, yeah, him in the Cam spot, outright for Kundel. Never. You asked me 6 years ago.
Wasn't he?
You should.
You asked me 6 years ago, are you starting Tesho or Kara? And then Pato was just on the bench, I would have shot you in the head. Because it's Alexander Pato or some guy from Austria and a giraffe. But I'm going with the giraffe.
He's upgraded from Toys R Us giraffe for you, huh?
To just a normal
Just to a
zoo
normal giraffe.
Yeah.
He went from a giraffe with
That had got fired from his job as a giraffe.
to now a regular giraffe.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Hey,
You know what I was thinking? Between my two strikers, I was going to take out Pato and put in Akindele. But, dude, that's like the Giraffe Brothers running up there. It'd be so fucking ugly.
it'd be so bad. It'd be so bad.
So I couldn't make myself do it. So I just stuck with Pato.
Could you imagine how unathletic our team would look? Oh my lord! Not a bit of quality in the just
You got Schlegel running around the back.
Schlegel,
doing whatever he
just
wants.
Schlegel, just doing whatever. Just
He looks so unathletic.
Just
when
do-
you first do. God damn.
He looks unathletic, and Facundo runs like Raheem Sterling to me.
Sometimes, yeah. And then other times he's doing
When he's off the ball, he doesn't do the Raheem on the ball where he's got it, but when he's off the ball trying to like catch up and stuff like that, yeah, he's like freaking hair bouncing on the top of his head.
All right, time for your lineup and try to get through it
Relatively
without saying Schlager.
God, that fucked me up so bad. God. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Pedro in goal. I think that's just a given at this point. It'd be nice to see Adam get minutes, but obviously, as you said, you want your number one going into this, so Pedro gives us the best chance of winning. Left back, I'll go Joao. I think he's been having a pretty solid run of games.
Yeah,
and if
recently.
If he's still hurt.
Yeah, if not, of course, Kyle. I think he's also had a pretty good bounce back since his shocker of a game. And for my two center backs, I'm going to go Robin. Of course, he's been a warrior all season. And then I'm going to go Schlegel. I'd like to see Antonio start. Schlegel. Shut the fuck up.
Bagel.
I'd like to see Antonio start, but I just don't think he is ready for that yet to come back to a really important game such as this. And then outright, I'm going to have Ruan.
Schlegel's Bagels. You remember that?
Schlegel.
That was his drunk saying after he won us that playoff game.
Schlegel's Bagels.
Schlegel's Bagels, baby.
I was going to open up a bagel shop.
Name Schlegel's Bagels.
Yeah.
And he was going to sue the hell out of you.
No.
Nah, because he was just...
money would you make from a bagel shop?
I don't know.
All those retired citizens that come in and get bagels at 6 a.m.?
Listen, if this came up as a drunk idea, Schlegel's Bagels is going to happen, okay? Continue. Sorry.
This is fucking wayward. My I didn't even say my formation. I'm gonna do standard 4-2-3-1.
Not a diamond.
No, I'm not doing the.
Bro, if I don't see my diamond posted on the damn picture,
I'm not doing a 4-4-2 diamond. I'm not doing
no 5-5-1.
No 4-1-2-1-2 wide. No
6-5-0.
Diego Simeone.
I'm not doing a 1-1-8.
Just doing a 10.
Yeah, the standard
Just in a
formation we always use. Goddamn, for my two center mids, I'm going Cesar and Sebas. I think that'd be a really nice combo to see. I don't think we've seen them yet together so far.
Probably at some point we definitely
we have
we
in
have
our
100?
thrashing of the Red Bulls. I'm pretty sure
That's all.
it was one of our big losses.
But did they start, or was it someone got subbed on? Because I feel like Junior usually starts in that.
I think they
that,
started
right
before,
mid spot.
and we got thrashed. But
No, I do
I
remember
don't
that being
blame it on them.
I do remember that being a conversation because it was like two players that kind of have similar tendencies,
no, it was
but
Araujo and Urso for the Red Bulls game.
Okay, Montreal.
yeah, it might have been Montreal because I feel like we talked about that up on the stage.
Araujo Mendes, yeah. Araujo with a 4.7.
Was that early
that was
on,
also
though?
Thomas Williams.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were. We can't solely blame
Wait,
that
that
on them.
one we were playing what, a 5? Nope, 3.
Hey, this is Montreal. This is Orlando City.
I'm retarded.
We know.
Schlager.
It was Schlager and the 17-year-old starting at center back, so that's, I'd say, most of the reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like we have to see Sebas get minutes at some point, and I think this is a good game to rest Junior, so that's why I'm going with those two. Mo at the cam spot, it's kind of self-explanatory. He's our creative playmaker. He does really everything. And then out left, I would like to go Benji, but I like him coming on as kind of like a spark plug for us that brings on energy late in the game. So I'm going to start Jake Mulroney in that spot. And then out right, I'm going to go Facundo, another good playmaker. And then up top, I'm going to go Kara.
Why Kara?
Kind of explained it earlier. He gives us the kind of like the best chance to win.
Can I justify my two up top?
No.
You really need to justify it.
Yeah, I do actually.
I think you need to justify your diamond more.
It's
Do you want it as a
fucking
wide diamond or a narrow diamond?
wide?
That's a lot of. So my question, clarify your two strikers, and then I have one question.
All
One
right.
more question.
I just feel like with 2 strikers, it's gonna open up more passing lanes for Mauricio. Having Facundo run in, Pato, Cara, Juan overlapping. I just feel like it gives the defense, like Zimmerman and the other center back, a lot more to worry about.
Okay.
So
It
you
does,
want
yeah.
to start Pato and Cara together?
Yeah.
My thing with the diamond, wide especially like that, like
Yeah.
you. So, I'm gonna get a little tactical on you, but
Good luck. Yeah.
Juan pushes up. Everybody, so we're already advanced in the attack.
Mm-hmm.
We have, Mo sitting up here around the top of the 18, and then you have Caesar all alone.
If we get countered on,
Now we counter. He has to cover the wing. Who's in the middle of the field?
Mulroney.
That's
Well,
just
that
my
steps up.
that's my only thing with the wide.
Yeah. The thing is, we got to do something else to beat Nashville. So I was just trying to come up
Yeah.
with a different way on which we may be able to.
It's not a bad look. Like you said, in an attack, it's definitely threatening.
Yeah.
It's just the counter that worries me, especially without Antonio there.
Yeah.
That's why you started Antonio. I see that.
all right. Well, I think we mentioned it. Yeah, we definitely mentioned it at the beginning of the episode. This is midway point of the season. If you were listening to us at the very beginning,
God bless
pretty
you.
close to the very beginning of of our podcast, we did preseason awards stuff.
Way too early.
Way too early. Yeah. We had where we would finish in the East on the table, MVP for the season, defensive player of the year, the Golden Boot. You are so bad. Why are you?
What the fuck was that?
That's the second time you walked out and he pulled out his phone and he's Snapchatting while we're doing the damn podcast. We did the defensive player of the year, who would win the Golden Boot, young player of the year, and what happened, like where we finish in the playoffs, if we make the playoffs kind of thing. So we're gonna toss it to Mr. Snapchat because he was the first slide on our Instagram post. Your regular season finish, you said third in the East. Are you still sticking with third in the East?
Somehow we're in 5th with a -3 goal differential. So if we figure out our scoring, yeah.
All right, then I'm going to jump. You mentioned scoring. I'm going to jump straight to the Golden Boot.
Shut up.
You said Cara.
He's been scoring more as of late.
He is, or I believe he's 4 higher than anybody else.
Yeah, I checked
Currently?
ESPN stats today. Cara's at 6 in the MLS.
That's
Next
2.
closest is 2.
Yeah.
Golden Boot, baby. Yes, sir.
MVP. You said Pedro.
Yeah.
Still sticking with it?
Yeah. Or Mauricio, because
Yeah.
he's been beautiful this season.
He's
But
been gorgeous.
then again, if we didn't have Pedro, we would have lost to Cincinnati probably 5-0. So
Defensive player of the year. Unfortunate to Antonio.
unfortunate.
So are we changing it? Well, you
No,
kinda have
because
to.
once he comes back, he's gonna.
But this
it-
is just for the
Oh.
first half of the season.
Well, obviously, I would have to,
Yeah, that's why I said you
and
probably
it
have
would
to.
be
Well, he
Matinho.
thinks he's talking about still the whole season, not just the first half.
No, this is just first half of the season.
So I'll
awards.
change it to Matinho.
That's fair. Heard. Young player of the year.
Facundo, right? No.
You said Facundo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Araujo, maybe.
Yeah.
Araujo's been solid, so.
And then you said playoffs, we get to the Eastern Conference Final.
Yep.
Still sticking?
If we can figure out our damn scoring. Also, this was before Gaston blew his ACL.
This was
and
before
it
we knew
made
about
me-
Gaston.
No. David's been on this shit since December.
but we haven't that was nowhere near confirmed a signing
Yeah.
by that
It
point.
was, kinda. It was
No,
close.
when did the season start?
February or something.
I think it was
The
late
first game
February.
Was in March.
This got posted February 24th, which means we did this before that.
I'm telling you.
I know he's been talking about it, but it was nowhere near
It
confirmed.
was a rumor.
The old
I think it was pretty close back then.
It might.
Either way.
Doesn't matter.
But,
Sorry.
yes, before that, because I thought he was going to add something that we definitely need now.
Yeah.
And now we don't have, so.
All right. Moving on to Cannata. You kind of got something similar.
Yeah, third in the East. I say we finish fourth. But that's for later on. I mean, right now we're sitting fifth, like we said before. MVP was Facundo, right?
Yep.
Got to be Mo for the first half of the season.
Yeah.
But Facundo has been decent. You know, he's looked good in the assist category, and you know, with his vision and stuff like that, we just need him to start finishing more. Defensive.
You said Antonio?
Gonna go Caesar here for the first half of the season.
Heard. Yeah.
He's underappreciated, as most number sixes are in the game, and does all the dirty work, and we're a much better team with him on the field. So
I appreciate that boy.
yeah, no, I mean,
I'm so glad we don't gotta see Yuri anymore. Oh my god.
wow.
Oh, is it that?
We thought we did it.
So your next one, Golden Boot, Kara.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So Kara is the Golden Boot for the first half of the season,
And he's been
kind of nailed that
scoring
spot on.
So.
but he needs to finish more.
Realistically, he should have at least
10 more
9
goals.
or 10. He should be in double digits.
Yeah.
Like, he's our Golden Boot leader right now, but he scored 6 and 17.
Yeah, he should be at, I would say, at least 9 and in 17.
At least 9 or 10 at this point.
I
It's
feel
just
like
so many wasted free chances.
all our attackers should be at least 5 goals plus.
Yeah, I mean, Mauricio's like top of the list of like created chances,
Chances created.
and we still have a
We still
negative
goal differential.
Which is fucking baffling.
And it's not because we let up a whole bunch of goals; we just don't score.
Yeah, so we're shit in that aspect. My
The playoffs.
defensive, so that's what Golden Boot, Young Player of the Year, Thomas Williams is who I put down.
Haven't really seen a whole lot of minutes from him.
No, I was expecting him to see more Open Cup minutes from him. And now that we're like at this point, and it's like, all right, well, we're not going to play him anymore. So we ended up going with Kyle Smith out that center back at one.
2 or 3 games now?
Yeah. So, you know, I expected to see a little more of him. Like, obviously, he's young. So I'm going to go Facundo there because he has been probably the best young player. Caesar, again, underappreciated because of the position that he plays. He doesn't get a lot of assists, a lot of goals. He doesn't contribute in that aspect as much, but he's very good at what he needs to do. So, playoffs, do I still think that we make the Eastern Conference Final? Is that the question here?
Yeah.
No.
Where do we get?
First round.
So you think a first round exit?
Yeah, we're going to have another first round exit if we continue to play the way that we play right now.
All right.
When you get to the playoffs and this point in the Open Cup, you've got to finish the chances that you're given. If not, the other team will. We don't do that, and we will get punished. We've seen it. We saw it last year against Nashville, you know? So.
Am I out for today?
No. I'll do mine, and then I'll ask you.
The whole stance and everything.
Yeah. You're going to make up for Al. Actually, yeah, you can do that. Just letting you guys know that camera is almost dead. So if it shuts off again, I'm just going to move that camera over there and have a big wide shot.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Get your shit
So
together.
you got to pretend to be Alan. So get back into the stance.
Fuck.
He said regular season finished 4th in the East. So these two started with 3rd in the East, but you, Alan, went 4th.
Yeah, man. I thought we were gonna be a lot better than we were, and then Antonio Carlos got hurt. All right, no, but
Speaking of Antonio Carlos, he was the MVP prediction.
MVP. For the first half, it kind of sucks because I think he definitely could have been on that trend. But injury sidelined him. Now he's finally coming back to us.
Defensive player of the year was Ruan from Allen.
Interesting one there. Very interesting one there.
We clowned him so hard.
I don't know about that,
I'm
but
pretty sure his explanation though was he is a defender.
Defender, so he can be the defensive player of
and
the
he gets
year.
high and puts in crosses, so that was his excuse for putting him as defender of the year.
he could have if he didn't have the shit run of games that he had. Like, in terms of consistency, there wasn't really much from Juan. It's either really good or really bad, which is why I'd put Robin ahead of him.
Yeah.
And potentially other defenders, but I don't think he makes the top two for me.
For the third person in a row, we got Erjan Kara.
Erkin.
That's just self-explanatory.
Sticking to it.
Score more goals, please.
Young player of the year, Facundo.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on. Honorable mention to Caesar.
And then playoffs. Also got Eastern Conference Finals. Final.
That's interesting because I think we can make a run for it. I think hopefully we've seen like the worst of the worst with Antonio coming back. I think that'll bring some leadership back that we're missing. And also hopefully some assurity on set pieces. Find Antonio's big head.
Yeah.
That's something we've been so shit on. Every sort of set piece, every cross. It's been so subpar, lackluster, whatever kind of terminology you want to use, and it's been disappointing.
Yeah, we've really, really missed that combination back there. They complement each other so well. I mean, we see Janssen go on runs, and Janssen does have a good passing range, but Antonio's ability to break lines and just pass a ground ball straight from the back line all the way up to a striker to spring a counter is second to none in the MLS. You know what I mean? Like we miss that so much, and it's evident every single time that we're out the field.
So Antonio linking up with striker Robin going forward?
Yeah, I'd love it. Yeah. I would love it. Goal by Robin Janssen, assisted by Antonio Carlos.
That would be great.
Or as FootMob says, Robbie Janssen.
Robbie. You were going to say something?
I was just saying, I think what we miss the most is just the confidence of having those two back there. Like, you kind of feel like impenetrable with those two. And then with their ability to play on the ball as well, it's just unmatched.
You're a fucking child.
You're the one that looked up at me.
You're fucking giggling over here. But no. I do get that. Like, I feel like we used to try more in the midfield and stuff. Because even if we did turn the ball over, we have a good...
Those two back there.
It's just the confidence that you have in those two and the chemistry that they have between each other.
Then when they aren't there, we've been trying to play, like, more timid, I would say. Like, if we don't want to make us stupid.
Yeah. It's the difference of having Thiago Silva and Harry Maguire.
Facts.
Facts.
So for my way too early predictions, my regular season finish was 4th in the East, so me and Al agreed there. I'm still sticking 4th. I think with Antonio Carlos coming back, we can work our way back up to giving up less goals, getting our goal differential up, and that could lead to drawing some matches that we could end up losing without him, and those points are crucial. So I'm sticking with 4th. I said MVP. I think at this point, if you've been listening to the podcast, you know that it's Mo, and 100% it's still Mo. Pedro been good, but
him bragging about
so
Mo
good
all year.
Mo's been good, but Pedro's saved our ass.
That was going to be your
way too many occasions.
The water bottle hitting that.
That's why my defensive player of the year was Pedro, because he has been good, very good. So I just think Mo has been that decent bit better to give him the MVP.
Well, yeah, if he's not on the field, we can't do anything.
Exactly,
so.
Yeah.
Quick question about Pedro. Do you think we've seen the best Pedro yet this season?
Recently, yeah. Since the game.
I think he got his swagger back.
Recently, yes.
But it's got to be the new fade. It's got to be the new fade.
Recently, yes. But I mean, like, this first half of the season, do you think that was the best Pedro?
No, obviously not.
I think 2020 Pedro was the best.
Elite.
Yeah. I would switch my defensive player to either Janssen, Raho, or Moutinho. I know I just named 3 people, but
We've had some decent
bottom 2
defenders
right
this year, man.
so yeah, I feel like I would go Robin over Pedro at this point. Golden Boot, Kara, 6 goals, sticking with that. Yeah, Young Player of the Year was Jack Lynn.
He's tearing
To be
OCB
fair,
up.
he is killing it for OCB. So technically, I could be right.
No.
But if we're realistic, I'm sticking with Robin.
Is he yet to play a minute for us
Yeah.
in
He's
the league,
subbed
or is
on.
it
I don't know.
Open Cup?
I want to say it was Open Cup.
It was.
I think it was Open Cup. Okay, I was just curious about.
So realistically, no, not Jack Lynn. He is doing very well in MLS Next Pro, but it's to Raho for the first half of the season for me. Playoffs, I was a downer. I said Eastern Conference semifinal.
You're probably more realistic if we're
Yeah.
being honest.
Yeah, at that point in the season.
So what is that? Third round? Right? Is it third?
Second.
Third, because we lost
Yeah.
to the semis not last year, but to the Revs, right?
And that's the third round?
Sure, we'll go with that.
All right.
Fuck the rounds.
Is it no? There's 16 in the
Quarters,
playoffs.
semis, they don't make sense, bro.
Quarters? No,
Just don't try to figure it out.
it's the third round because it goes 16, 8, 4, then it's the final 2. So third round. I guess you could still right now. That's still a little ambitious, but it's more realistic than the conference finals. So I'm gonna stick with the
I mean,
second or third round.
we can do it. You know what I mean? And I think the reason that I said we're going to go out in the first round is just based off of first half of season's performance. It's like you said, like hopefully this was the worst of it and we've weathered it and we're still in a good position. So now that things are starting to get back to, you know, we have Antonio back. Everybody's had good minutes. Kara's starting to score for us. You know, things are starting to happen. Hopefully we can get to that potential. But
we haven't seen July yet. July's our fucking downfall.
Yeah.
It's
Every
a sad time.
every year.
Hopefully we change it this year, but
Hopefully we get through it.
that's not been nice.
Yeah.
Summer's in Florida, man. I think that's got something to do with it too.
There's a possibility.
Yeah,
It's just fucking miserable.
Breed.
Yeah, it's just miserable. So I feel like that's just our football club reflects that. They're just miserable all fucking July.
Yeah.
It makes sense why we're like kind of inconsistent with the Florida weather pattern. Like Orlando City is Florida weather.
Yeah,
That's a great analogy.
we're just a re-embodiment of Florida weather.
Yeah, like for 15 minutes we'll be fucking phenomenal.
Brilliant.
And then we turn into like a 12U team.
It's been nice. I was gonna say I think his nephew's team might beat us sometimes.
Hey, they got a sauce out there.
So I think that about wraps up this episode. I just posted on Instagram and Twitter today the announcement for our July 17th watch party.
Yes.
Boys travel up to Atlanta. You guys should travel to come out to Tin Roof for that watch party. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. on a Sunday. You're at a church. Football isn't on.
Yep.
You got no red zone to watch.
Hockey's not on.
Hockey's not on. You
It
got
is-
baseball, but really, watch
We have other teams. Well, there's other TVs in there. We could put the baseball game on one TV for you if you have to watch the Yankees fucking suck.
You're just going after Dave's
Or the Reds.
Fuck no, I'm not having this shit. Hell no. The best team in baseball right now, fuck the Rays. Fucking shit ass.
He's not even a
Aubrey.
Rays fan.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Then why are you
Either-
coming after me?
Cause fuck the Rays.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's going to be a good time. We're working on getting some raffle giveaways done. Tin Roof wants to get in and do some prizes and stuff like that. So make sure that you're on the lookout for that. There'll probably be a link or something like that to do that ahead of time so we can get it done. Hopefully have some exciting guests at this one. So, you know, as always, the tequila is going to be on the deal. Bryce had about 14 Ondas at the last one. Were they worth it?
Yeah.
See, there you go,
After
$3
5 drinks, they were worth it.
after
After the first sip, they were worth it. I said, "Damn, it's a good day today."
for a $3 Honda.
Actually, it's a bad day to be an Honda seltzer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
And it was a bad day to be an Orlando City fan that day. So.
But we don't talk about that because now we move on to Atlanta, who
Yeah.
is maybe in a playoff spot, probably in like 8.
Doesn't matter. If you're not in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, your ass is at Icon Park in the green room.
Atlanta's in 10th.
Good. Fuck Atlanta.
Fucking trash.
Nobody
Plastic ass motherfuckers.
likes to go to Atlanta. The traffic sucks there. The parking outside the stadium is like $60.
The World Cup is going to be ass. Should have been in Orlando.
So you could just come to Icon Park, park for free, come out, drink discounted drinks with everybody,
Have a good time.
and have a good time.
Then it's 3 o'clock kickoff or 3:08, 3:09, whatever the MLS decides. And then you still have time to get home, put the kids to bed, whatever, relax, not be
And if you
drinking until 10 p.m.
Don't have kids, then you stay at
stay,
Tin
yeah.
Roof and catch some of the live music and hang out with us because I know that we're going to be there for a little while.
Facts.
We always are. We-
21.
Oh, let's
Gotta
go.
This is Dave's 21. This is Dave's first time at the Tin Roof able to drink,
Legal.
watch party legally. Correct.
Get this man in trouble.
Well, I haven't drank there.
Yeah, he hasn't.
All right.
Not at Tin Roof, but not at Tin Roof. He hasn't.
Nah.
But either way,
He's so sus when actually happened.
no.
Um,
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Make sure you guys are there. Tin Roof, we say it every time, loves Orlando City, as you guys know who have been there. Danny Allen, one of our musicians, loves Orlando City, wears the kit every time he's up there. He should be the musician we're going to have lined up with more of these moving forward. So come out, support your other Orlando City fans. Come out, support a local business. And
2 local businesses.
Yeah.
Us and Tin Roof. Are we doing a podcast after or no?
we're going to try to work that out. I think so. I think it is, but I just want to I'm trying to get it lined up to where we have a DJ right after us. But if the DJ doesn't work out after our live podcast and he has to come right after, then it's going to be what it is.
That's
How about we podcast during the DJ sesh?
You know, we could do fan reacts with the Pop Rocks. Hit me up if you're interested in that,
How
my
about
man.
we live stream as DJs?
We're gonna have a button that goes Slager, Slager.
What's another Ziggler quote to sign us off on?
No, you got to go back to the grass one.
Oh, your ass is grass, and I'm a mow it with my mouth.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Jacoby's face was. Jacoby literally stood up and looked at this man like, "What the." This is
Not okay.
72-year-old fucking Alabama redneck man
That
with
man
the
needs a
dip
bean.
pack in his mouth. That was the worst. Would he start yelling at you in the?
Dips.
All right. Well, that is where we're signing off. That camera.
That's off.
So
Welcome
you're
to
just
another
looking at our-
scuffed podcast of OC Fan TV.
What?
Fuck Trashville.
I don't even know.
Oh, hey, what's the food for you to insult?
From Nashville.
Yeah.
It's got to be some sort
Their
of
shitty ass
Fucking
hot chicken.
Yeah, it's garbage.
hot chicken.
What is that?
Fucking vinegary bullshit.
Yeah, your vinegar fucking cayenne pepper chicken. Fuck out of here. Yeah, let's.
Oh dear God.
Well, now you don't.
You just
Fuck
talked
their
shit
chicken.
about
Dude, fuck their chicken, dog.
This is a fucking
You cayenne pepper fucking weak ass chicken.
fuck your chicken.
Publix chicken's better, bitch.
The only thing I heard was "fuck your chicken" at least 12 times.
Fuck your chicken.
Give the sign off and then we're good. Those is stand up.
Thanks for watching. Catch us on all our social media platforms at OCFanTV22 on Twitter, at OCFanTV on Instagram, and OCFanTV on YouTube. But you already know that if you see my fucking OV face. TikTok is at OCFanTV.
Are we doing a live reaction to the game on
Wednesday, we will be outside the stadium. Fan reacts. Come and see us.
outside of
Nashville, is it-
Portergate?
Is it Nashville Fan TV? Nashville SC Fan TV. Thank you guys for reaching out. We will see you guys there and do a little collaboration. So come by to check it out and see the live with us. Dave
Sure
just
to stop
chilling over
by.
here.
Be sure to stop by, drop your opinions, any hot takes, any words of encouragement to Orlando City. It's going to be fun.
Hell yeah. Dave and I have taken over the podcast. Peace.
Welcome back to another episode of
Scuffed OFC TV. Schlager.